Let's make some chicken caprese and balsamic vinaigrette with bacon wrapped asparagus. First, you're gonna peel, wash, and cut up your potatoes. Then throw them in a pot with some water and on the stove to boil. Then we're gonna prep our bacon wrapped asparagus. You'll need bacon and asparagus, light brown sugar, soy sauce, garlic and onion powder, lemon juice, and toothpicks. Then you'll cut the bottoms of your asparagus stalks off and wash them before you're ready to go. Take 4 or 5 stalks and you're gonna bunch them together and use 1 piece of bacon to wrap them up. Then take a toothpick and feed it through as if you were sewing. Line them up in your pan and make sure all of the tops of the stalks are facing each other. Then you'll take a little bit of lemon juice and sprinkle it all over. Then you'll melt about 4 tablespoons of butter in a small pot. When the butter's all melted, you're gonna add some onion powder, some garlic powder, and a bunch of soy sauce. Then let's throw in a big old chunk of brown sugar. Mix that up until it's dissolved and let it sit until it starts to boil and thicken. You'll know when it's ready, and then you're gonna take it and pour it over your bacon wrapped asparagus. I focus on the bacon, but you spread it all over. Then you're gonna cover it with aluminum foil and stick it in the oven at 350. Next, we're gonna prep our chicken. You'll need chicken breasts, Italian seasoning, salt and pepper, light brown sugar, cherry or grape tomatoes, mozzarella slices, I love Sargento, fresh basil, it's very important that it is fresh, spinach, extra virgin olive oil, and of course, your balsamic vinegar. This is the kind that I like, but you can use any brand that you want. Then melt some butter and heat up some olive oil in a pan. Go on and throw those chicken breasts on in. Then I'm gonna take my Italian seasoning and some salt and pepper, and I'm gonna season this side. Flip them over and season the other side. And while I'm waiting on them to cook, I'm gonna cut my cherry tomatoes in half, and guess what? My mashed potatoes are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and strain those, and then I'm gonna put them back in their pot with 1 stick of butter, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and some milk, and then I'm going to mash them together with my hand mixer. It's really important not to overmix them, but make sure you're getting all of those lumps and bumps out. You can always add more milk or salt and pepper if you like. I mean, how satisfying is it to watch mashed potatoes being mashed? Let's just enjoy this for a second. Okay, enough of that. We gotta get back to our chicken. Let's flip it over, and while we're waiting on that side to cook, we're gonna take our fresh basil plant and we're gonna start popping those leaves off. In no time, your chicken will be done. You're gonna take it out and set it aside. I like to take all of those little pieces and just throw them out before I add my balsamic vinaigrette to the pan. I'm gonna add normally about half a bottle. Keep in mind that this is gonna have a really strong odor that's gonna pierce your nostrils, but it'll go away quick. Then add a bunch of brown sugar. The brown sugar is gonna help with sweetness and get rid of that vinegar flavor, but it's also gonna help to thicken it up. While we're waiting on that to thicken up, we're gonna take our asparagus out and we're gonna flip each one. I sped this up so you didn't have to waste your time watching me just flip each and every one, but you get the point. And then you're gonna take a baster and you're gonna suck up all that juice and really focus on that bacon. Then you'll just go ahead and throw that back in the oven uncovered this time. make sure you keep checking on that vinaigrette and giving it a little stir every now and again. By the way, how cute is my ravioli spoon holder? I mean, it's freaking adorable. When it starts to bubble and boil and looks thick like this, you're gonna go ahead and throw those tomatoes and that basil in. Then you'll toss that whole bag of spinach on in too. Mix that together, and in no time, that spinach will shrink on up. Then you're gonna shimmy and shake each piece of chicken down on in there and throw a slice of mozzarella on top. When it starts to bubble and boil like this, turn your flame to low and throw the lid on. Then we're gonna take our asparagus out and we're gonna flip it again. This time when you put it back in, make sure you put it on broil and high. We'll take our lid off of our chicken and garnish it with some parsley. I mean, your chicken's pretty much done at this point, and it looks delicious. Then we're gonna flip our asparagus just one more time to make sure it's even on all sides and that bacon's nice and crisp. Pop it back in for just a couple more minutes, and then there you have it. Chicken caprese and balsamic vinaigrette with bacon wrapped asparagus. Oh, and mashed potatoes, of course, too. I mean, this was so good. You have to try it. Thanks for getting lost in the sauce with Casey. Please make sure that you subscribe.